Try to keep up!
Let's see. She should be around here. Aha! Found her! Lillipar!
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master. Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamities stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of peace. I fought against it for a long, long time. Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in
Well, basically, Sumira is in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Irminsul and now they've released the Jinn in here. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and stop the sandstorms.
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and scatter the storms. Thank you, Lillipar. No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and this was the most trivial of them all.
The sandstorm's gone. The sun shines bright again. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly how I imagined it.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked. Well, there shouldn't be any more Jinn breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friends.
Another adventure begins. Lovely.
The storms have stopped! We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup!
On me!
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Carvey, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
You're back. Everything all right? And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kaveh, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lillipar.
Ah, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabod problem is resolved?
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nordcry.
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think—
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift— The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resource—
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as— If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the—
Well remembered. Yes, according to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even—
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru, and that they had to answer—
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate?
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer's a friend we met in Nordcry.
Nordcry? Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages.
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nordcry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then—
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello! We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Tui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire—
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru—
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this test—
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone—
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. Still, if time has taught me anything, but that's where we angels come in. Our duty— So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end—
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective, at least?
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade. If Sumeru were to both love and—
Most sophisticated. Still, I'm a special case. So, as much as I dislike—
How much will you— I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be—
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry. And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job.
That was far more detailed than necessary. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru. We still have some time before we leave, so...
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourself?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh?
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer.
I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically.
Yep! And she's also an amazing sculptor!
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourself.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of I can guide you to the truth. But... I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Well, if...
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest...
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
What? Huh. Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard you, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought.
I don't know what to say.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned...
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Bob.
Let me guess. Because 2's...
Thanks for helping to explain the joke.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the Goddess of Flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their... The Mother of Dreams?
We won't let our efforts go to waste, but I still don't understand. Why me?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with god remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. Of course, this doesn't... All right. Any further questions?
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed...
Haven't you handled other big...
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude.
Look on the bright side. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things.
Try to keep up!
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
Oh, well, if you insist,
Whoa! Where did that come from?
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet.
Kaveh? Kaveh, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Faruzan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do.
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale also on the subject of heroism. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a Kaveh.
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to
Precisely! A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That's exactly what I was thinking.
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss... I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Nicole. Madame Faruzan? Was it?
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to...
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing. Also, I have to say, you're a...
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes?
Never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss...
Good idea. Let's limit the...
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. Closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe?
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Oh, enormous, you say? How large, then? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite the special... I know that laugh. Lilapar? What on earth are you doing here?
This is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show.
Why, you? Yes, I know. But didn't King Deshret seal you away?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day. Behold, the executioners of It's almost tragic. watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can, as for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So...
All right, stop arguing, Croco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget... But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was...
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question, it's the answer to all three of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually... Current affairs are always... You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
Time. Well. Indeed. Perhaps in building up... This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long time. You have my sincere gratitude.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirit.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth, the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino. And this is the former Spantamad sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later.
You're like a helpless parent. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now,
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before, and we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel, a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons.
You can help us make history, too.
A smooth talker. Well said, lad.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it...
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to... Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not...
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with... You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your...
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our support or not?
Since you ask so nicely...
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the gold...
We do.
In all likelihood.
We...
If your minds are made... Saint Shez...
Saint Binu, responding to your call.
Saint Shezbank, responding to your call.
Ah, Lord Hereshov.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with the...
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Aru is the pride of Al-Ahmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the Seven Pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Ahmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the Seven Pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh? Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
I ask the Three Kings. Can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Hereshef, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they intend to do. Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul. To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter, Saint Binu approves.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of his...
What's this? Are we under attack? No. Wait,
Here you are. Through the sands of time.
Father. Father, is it really you?
It's Chet's father, Jibriel! That's right! He entered the Golden Slumber, didn't he?
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown. Strong as a wild beast.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Semail, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Father!
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat?
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant he was trapped in the Golden Slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it... Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity. And with it, although Aru was created by...
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars. Or
it matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples. And so it follows.
If I'd known you'd...
All of us?
Vilify me no further. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism unseen.
Amazing.
With technology.
All right. Well,
Why, yes. I've already contacted.